The whole house, including some outdoor space, is in dire need of some purging and decluttering. So today I am sharing just some few days and snippets of what I am doing to clear my garden, some of my home, garage, garden shed, you name it, to get rid of things that are no longer fit for a family or that just need to be out for the season. Spring is upon us and my gardens need some work. There are so many leaves in all of my cottage gardens. It was the year for them to be collected in there, I guess. So I am doing some major garden clean out. I will just bag these leaves up and take them to our local compost dump area. It's really nice to get this done because my tulips are coming up, things are getting buds on them, and it's just time to have a vision of what I want my gardens to look like. And cleaning them out really helps with that. Also doing a little more transplanting because some of my plants I transplanted last fall just didn't make it. But time to do the clean out work, and especially when it's a beautiful spring day. On these outdoor garden clean out days, it really only takes me an hour or so every couple days. I've taken a couple days, I should say, to do that. And it's windy, as you can see. We live in the upper Midwest and we are just windy. So sustained 20 is not uncommon for us, 20 miles an hour. So that's just what you got to deal with, putting the leaves in the bags, even if they blow away. But the kiddos will play outside. Sometimes they'll help, and just spotting some fresh flowers blooming in the dirt. What a fun sight to see. Just deadheading things that I left from last fall. Truly, a gardener has to take care of their garden if they want life to grow. Spotted a little garter snake while I was cleaning out some flowers, and fun for the kids to just notice that and see the life that is coming outside. On these days when I'm outside more, I'm doing some decluttering, I need something easy but something springy for lunch. So a chicken egg salad it is. Eggs are in abundance and we had some leftover chicken that I just shredded. So I'm adding the ingredients there, adding some fresh chives from the garden, some other seasonings, and just making a quick, delicious lunch with crackers, some veggies, or with some homemade sourdough bread. The recipe I made last year for you guys over on my blog, davyKillian.com, with a very simple egg salad with, of course, if you want to add some alterations to it, you sure can. But it's so basic, so delicious, and so protein-packed. The next space is my closet. So I am over halfway through a pregnancy, and that means maternity clothes is in abundance in my closet, or bigger clothes and some more springy things. It's just in that transition season, I've realized it's kind of hard to keep more of a minimal wardrobe because you still need the sweaters, lots of longer pants, but yet those tank tops are needed for the afternoon sun. And it's just hard when you're pregnant too, knowing you'll be a different size again after a baby comes. So for me, I'm just moving a lot of things to storage, like the winter sweaters that I don't need to be wearing, and some leggings, definitely donating that I don't need, some super worn out sweatshirts that I didn't even know I had anymore, just workout shirts that are over sweated in, and so just things that no longer suit me that I know I wouldn't even wear after maternity. But it just takes time, and taking 30 minutes during kids' nap time to listen to a podcast, declutter some of my clothes, even reorganize it, just throw some things in a bag to haul to storage, and also toss things in a bag to donate is what needed to be done. So here's kind of what I have. I do have some sweaters and some maternity sweatshirts that I saved because it is still April and we can get 30-degree mornings but 70-degree afternoons, so you need those long sleeves. Then just some workout clothes because I still go for my morning walks, some leggings, some maternity leggings, and I am hiding a birthday gift in that basket that you see as well. And then to my hanging clothes. So I really usually try to keep it pretty minimal with what hanging clothes I do have. Oh, I'm showing you my pajamas that I have too. And matching pajama sets are just something that I really enjoy, even while pregnant. So there's a couple that I've found that I can link for you that I found on Amazon. All right, now to the hanging clothes. So I kept a few outer long sleeves that are more for working in, and then I have a lot of maternity dresses that some were thrifted, some were gifted, but I have kept them for years. So this jean one was one I found thrifted, the pale blue one, some of my, like this Lululemon peachy dress and this orange shirt, all thrifted. So a lot of my maternity clothes, this is my 4th pregnancy, have been with me since the beginning pregnancy. I do like to kind of have some items that are on trend, but I also like the classics and the basics. Some of these dresses work for non-maternity and maternity. I haven't tried them on being real pregnant yet, so we'll see if they fit all right in the warmer months here. But they'll be nice staples to have for keeping cool in the heat of the summer. Then, of course, I just have some more dressy clothes. Like these jumpers are something I've really been drawn to because they work for all seasons. Put a long sleeve under them, put a short sleeve or a tank top, and they go well with sandals or little booties. So that's why I have kept those in my wardrobe. And I just like having that variety of kind of like a pant, but yet it's a jumper. So just a little bit more fashionable. A floral dress I've had that's just a size bigger than I usually am. And then extra dresses that one I will probably wear for Easter or a wedding, just to have some that are nice for more dressy occasions that we will have this summer. Then, of course, maternity jeans. Those have been a staple if you watched some of my videos I've had. So there's my closet for you as a pregnant mama. We are out in the garden shed now, and we are planning to tear it down. That was the plan a couple years ago. Didn't get to it, but I'm going to take all this stuff out and just store it somewhere else. So that is the plan with the kiddos, to haul some things out just to keep it cleared out, because I do want to keep some of my garden items, and we'll just have a smaller garden shed to store my garden tools in. But some of the items just needed to be tossed, needed to be donated, needed to be sold on Facebook Marketplace. So didn't quite get it all cleared out, but it's much better. And when it gets torn down, it doesn't matter if it's clean or not. I just need to get those bigger pieces out. All right, we're moving back inside because it was a cooler spring day, making the list of other things I want to declutter, and then going to be working on decluttering my kitchen. So I do this probably every 4 months. Just things that I haven't touched, I am going to purge. Other things that, like jars, that just need to be taken down to my canning storage area, or mugs that I no longer use, teas that are expired. Just all those things that take up valuable real estate in cupboards that need to be tossed or need to be donated, need to be just moved to a whole different location. That is my plan for the kitchen today. towels are something that just gets so grungy pretty quickly. So I do like having a few just for like those rag type towels, but I keep those somewhere else. So I thought, why not just keep the ones that look a little more decent and make sure I have space for better looking towels. It's okay to have things that look nice in the kitchen and not just grungy because we have dirty fingers touching them from kids all the time, but nice items are good to have too. We are out in the garage, and yes, the shelves may look disordered, not very functional, but we do have a sense of where things are at. And there's just some things that I know what I can get rid of. A lot of other items I'll have to ask my husband, but a garage is a place to store things, and so that's where we have a lot of our items. After our basement flooded, we moved a lot of that stuff out into a garage that didn't need temperature controlled. So we're just moving stuff around, donating things. I am definitely in the Facebook Marketplace selling mode. So any vintage piece, any kid's toy that we no longer need, any larger item that just is not serving a purpose and it's just sitting there taking up space is going to go. Toys are one of those things too. You can just get summer toys that work for one season and you keep them through the winter. So purging those, bikes and trikes that don't fit any kids or that don't work well for any of the kids. I've been selling things that, like I said, the antiques and the vintage pieces that I no longer need or don't have a sense of purpose with those items are going as well. So it's just nice to get rid of these items like this fish tank. We had a fish for a little while, and I do not ever see us getting a fish again at this time of our life. So I'm going to sell that and just, it's okay to make a little money off of it. Why not, right? Because you invested in it to begin with. So make a little something off of it and see if there's any takers. And by the time you see this, people have already been asking and bought it. And it's just nice to be able to sell items that will be used for someone else. Like I said, vintage pieces. So a lot of these glass bottles are very vintage pieces found from old fields that I had collected for, or that my mom had given me to have, and then I never used them. So I'm just selling them actually on a shelf that I have in an antique store. And not everything has to be antique at this place, but just putting prices on them because that's a great place to sell some of your items. Another day calls for a beautiful time outside. When we're in the busy spring decluttering cleaning mode, it's enjoyable to also just eat al fresco, right? Be outside, enjoy the beauty, and we're just doing a simple taco skillet bake. I've shared that recipe on my blog as well, but it's just so fun to get the kids outside, enjoy the fresh air, and enjoy our food on the back patio. The last area I'm going to declutter for you is our back porch washroom entry. We use this space all the time, and with a family of 5, going to be 6, it is going to be tight. But we're renovating our basement and going to be moving our washer and dryer downstairs, so that'll give us like an actual seating space. But I needed to purge all the winter gear and the winter boots and things like that because I don't think we're going to be getting any more snow. I don't think, at least. But the washing machine's right there, which is convenient. And I'm just going to wash all the winter gear, the gloves, hats, all those things, and get those cleaned up so I can store them away. And I'll just donate any that we never wore throughout the season because, yes, 2 hats is convenient to have, but do we really need 2 hats or 3 hats a kid, an adult? And 4 pairs of gloves? No, probably not. So just washing that up so it is ready and making our baskets more spring-like with the actual caps, baseball caps, gardening gloves, bubbles, stuff like that. Shoes. Kids' shoes just seem to accumulate, and we store like our church shoes, our winter boots, our now springy shoes in our porch. I prefer them in the porch than in bedrooms just because they're pretty dirty. So I'm decluttering ones that no longer fit, that are really worn, that we won't be wearing even for younger kids because they're just too worn out. So going through shoes, making these baskets more usable for the new season that we have with more lighter shoes, sandals, tennis shoes, stuff like that, and just purging what is not needed. If a kid has outgrown them, if they've worn them out so much that they don't even look decent, I'm not going to pass them down to a future child. Sometimes it's okay to get something newer for that child if it's so worn out. I had a daughter whose tennis shoes had holes in the front, and it just was not something I needed her to wear. So she had gotten some for her birthday, and that's a great time to get shoes and necessities, is to ask for them for birthdays or holidays and stuff like that. So after the decluttering is done, just time to do a good cleaning, which happens about once a week in this room. I try to shake the rugs out, dust all the cobwebs, and sweep as well, just to maintain cleanliness in this room. Since we do wash and dry in there, I like to have it semi-clean. If it's not muddy and raining outside, it's a lot easier. So today was a good day because I could have that door open, I could sweep all the extra dirt out and get behind some of those little cabinets and crates that I use to store our shoes in as well, and just to make it clean at least for a few days. Well, friends, I feel better about decluttering and purging and freeing up my home. I hope you can do the same this spring season. Get your house in order for a new season. Get your outdoor space just freshened up so that you can enjoy all the time that you get to be with your family and your kids outside and not worrying about all the stuff inside.